development team ahead. Plus, the BNP Paribas Open kicks off this weekend. We have more on how the tennis garden is preparing for potentially the biggest year yet.
I'm Pablo Alcina, and temperatures will go down for the start of tennis, but today it was near 100 degrees. Full forecast coming up. NBC Palm Springs at 5 begins now.
Now, connecting the valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 5.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky. Let's get to your top story tonight. Traffic is moving again along Indian Canyon Drive after days of closures due to flooding, an issue expected to be resolved within the construction of the bridge over the wash. Now, the project is years in the making, but may now be facing some delays. Our Alondra Campos has details.
After days of standing water and detours, traffic is once again flowing along Indian Canyon Drive. But for drivers who rely on this critical north-south route, the relief is temporary as extreme weather conditions have continued to shut down the road. According to local officials, Indian Canyon Drive was closed for approximately 70 to 80 days last year, cutting off a critical route for many West Valley residents. That's why the Coachella Valley Association of Governments, also known as CVAG, has been leading a years-long effort to build a bridge over the wash.
We're currently finishing up the environmental phase and the design. We should have that done by this summer.
The interim bridge would be 1,200 feet tall, elevated over the northern part of Indian Canyon Drive in Palm Springs, designed to prevent closures caused by flooding and blowing sand. But now, CVAG leaders say the project may be facing new challenges, with the construction phase now pushed back a year to June 2027.
Well, certainly the hydrology, the flood modeling has been a challenge. We want to make sure that where we're building these improvements that we're focused on the area that floods most often.
The price tag of the project has also increased from the time it was approved, a trend CVAG says can be seen across all construction projects. We
initially estimated around $75 million a few years ago, and that's gone up to $100 million. We received about 57 million from the state to date. And earlier in February, we received another 5 million from federal appropriations funding. So we're continuing to look for additional funding.
For drivers who have been stranded by closures time and time again, the delays can be frustrating.
Pay the extra fare to go around either to Whitewater or towards State Palm. Other than that, I just feel it's ridiculous. I mean, they've let it go for so many years.
However, CVAG tells us they continue working in coordination with the city of Palm Springs to move the project forward and hope to expand the construction into the western part of the valley. For NBC Palm Springs, I'm Alondra Campos.
This morning, a hiker was rescued from the La Quinta Cove Trail. According to CAL FIRE, fire crews located the injured hiker just after 10:30 this morning and took them to a local hospital by ambulance. No additional details about the extent of the injuries have been made available. The reopening of the Palm Desert Aquatic Center is pushed back due to equipment manufacturing and delivery delays tied to a $4 million infrastructure upgrade. That facility closed in November for replacement of old pumps, filters, and heaters that were first installed in 2011. City officials say the upgrades will improve water quality and reduce service interruptions. Work in the equipment room is now expected to be finished by mid to late March, pending a system startup and inspection by the county's health department. The center will reopen in phases beginning in April, with the lap pool first, followed by the recreation pool, splash pad, and water slides later this spring. The BNP Paribas Open is back at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden this weekend. Final tournament preparations are underway, and tournament organizers tell us they're looking to break last year's attendance record. Our Brett Rosen has the story.
Here inside the Indian Wells Tennis Gardens, where the BNP is finally back here in the Coachella Valley. And with tennis action beginning on Sunday, it's all hands on deck for final preparations. Between the landscapers and the tournament grounds employees working on the different booths, everyone is in the final stages of preparation for this year's BNP Paribas Open.
The tennis garden transformed into a mini city. We've got agency doing landscaping, we've got bleachers, we've got F&B, entertainment, retail, so there's a lot of people involved here.
The BNP is also known as Tennis Paradise, not just for the desert's iconic sunshine, but the tournament brings in some of the best tennis players in the world. And with last year's attendance record, expectations surpass with more than 500,000 fans The hope is to break a new record in attendance this year.
It's going to be a great year. We've got a fun experiences. We got new offering in our food and beverage. We got a new 5K run that scheduled for tomorrow, which is new this year. We got new bands. We just keep improving year after year. Again, tennis is healthy and look like we're going to have some great weather, and can't wait to welcome our fans.
But for the marketing team here at the BMP, the plan is simple. Bring in new fan watching areas like this one so that people that return to the BMP get a fresh taste of what it looks like.
I mean, it's always nice to see something new. The thing about it is it's such a classic stadium, but if it draws a new crowd, more people, more tennis fans, then that's great.
I mean, I think it's always good to keep expanding. I think every year they do something a little different, and we've actually seen crowds growing every year.
And even though tennis action will begin on Sunday, doors to the Indian Wells Tennis Gardens will open up tomorrow for a free family day. Here in Indian Wells Tennis Gardens, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
All right, thanks to Brett for that. Now, a heads up for drivers. Traffic will be heavy in the area for the entirety of the BNP's 2-week run time. The main congestion will be at the intersection of Washington Street and Highway 111. Gates open daily at 10:30, so traffic will build up around 9:30, and then it will pick up again around 4:30 in the afternoon when those day sessions end and the night matches begin. Let's take you outside. A live look. Our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. That is going to be a gorgeous sunset with all the clouds out there, Pablo, and hopefully for all of the tennis lovers here in the Coachella Valley, we can get a little relief while the BNP is underway.
I am excited for the tennis. Oh, that was a 96-mile-per-hour serve. Also 96-mile-per-hour temperatures, as in it's hot. Luckily, the tennis doesn't start till Sunday, and the temperatures will definitely cool down by then. But today, we were close to setting a record, just 2 degrees shy. No precipitation, no rain expected anytime soon. So if you're going out to tennis, there won't be rain there. Temperatures around 90 degrees in Desert Hot Springs, 93 in Thousand Palms, 96 in Palm Springs. And it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're not even cooling down that much. And it's not even that windy, just 8-mile-per-hour winds in Palm Springs, 6-mile-per-hour winds in Whitewater. They'll get windy later on this weekend, but not right now. And our 3-day comfort air forecast, look at this. Saturday, 98 degrees, a high expected. We've never reached 100 degrees in Palm Springs before March. We might come close. Sunday, 95, but then on Monday, we'll be back down to the high 80s and cooling off. I'll let you know exactly when the big time cool down will start. But for now, yeah, we're still 21 degrees hotter than normal. Back over to Olivia.
All right, Pablo, thank you. More local news tonight. The Ranch Recovery Centers in Desert Hot Springs hosted a dedication ceremony. It was earlier this morning, and it recognized donors who helped fund its new medical services building. That event started at 11:30 at the nonprofit's main campus. That's on Annandale Avenue. The ranch provides comprehensive substance use treatment to hundreds of adults each year, along with family support services. Their new facility will work to support on-site medical care, including routine checkups, medication dispensing, treatment, and psychiatric services.
This is already a clientele that sometimes feels a little rejected by the medical community, and we bring them into our offices, we show them the care and attention that they deserve, and we're able to provide the services that they desperately need, and the building space really has helped with that.
The Ranch Recovery Centers has 4 facilities in Desert Hot Springs. The main campus and Mesa Vista have services specifically for men. Hacienda Valdez and Harmony House are treatment and transitional facilities specifically for women. A free health clinic is offering dental, vision, and medical services at the Empire Polo Club in Indio, and this runs through March 1st. The event is staffed by California Care Force. The clinic runs 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Services include dental x-rays, cleanings, fillings, and extractions. Vision exams and prescription glasses are also made on site, and medical screenings are available.
What we're doing really is triaging, evaluating people who may not have had medical services for a prolonged period of time. I've already had several people who have not been to a doctor for 5-6 years and have conditions that definitely need to be treated, such as diabetes. So their blood sugars may be in the 300s, 400s, 500s. Their blood pressures may be 180 or greater, over 100, and are not taking any medications. So helping stabilize people with potentially life-threatening conditions is an important part of the mission here.
The clinic runs through the first. Care Force highly encourages more patients to stop by. They say no papers or identification is required upon arrival. Officials say they can help up to 3,000 to 5,000 people each day. And applications are now open for the Short Fest Curator Fellowship led by the Palm Springs International Film Society. The immersive program invites young adults from ages 18 to 25 to go behind the scenes of Short Fest and work closely with the festival's programming team. Fellows will gain hands-on experience in how films are selected and presented while building connections with industry professionals and learning more about the film festival landscape. Organizers say this is a unique opportunity for aspiring filmmakers and film lovers to better understand the art and business of cinema. Coming up next on NBC Palm Springs, Cultural Weekend at Cabot's Pueblo Museum is underway in Desert Hot Springs, showcasing master pottery paired with rich history. We've got those details ahead. And coming up a little later on in sports, the College of the Desert's baseball program is seeing some familiar faces in coaching positions. We have that story ahead, so stay with us.
Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 5.
Welcome back. Cabot's Pueblo Museum is hosting award-winning artists from Mata Ortiz, Mexico. It started today and it runs through Sunday. It's free to check out. You can watch master potters demonstrate traditional techniques, and if the weather cooperates, they'll actually fire pottery using ancient methods right there on the ground. After the firing, there's a live auction where you can bid on those finished pieces. It's a fundraiser for both the museum and the artists, so it's a great way to support local culture while picking up some authentic artwork.
So what's happening is we have the opportunity here to display sort of 3 generations of master potters of Mata Ortiz. So you could really see as well the evolution and the different techniques that happened for the past years. And this is also sort of the livelihood of the town of Mata Ortiz and also the region known as Casa Grande in the state of Chihuahua.
The event hosts 2nd and 3rd generation potters demonstrating their craft with no modern resources involved. Students across the Coachella Valley are putting innovation on display, showcasing their latest experiments and sharing their research. Riverside County Science and Engineering Fair took place today at the Riverside Convention Center, featuring 530 county-wide students presenting 367 projects across 22 subject categories, with some of the Valley's brightest minds out there as well. Judging was closed to the public today, but the community is invited to view projects Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon, followed by an awards ceremony. Top junior and senior division winners will advance to the state competition, with 3 high school students earning a spot at the International Science Fair in Phoenix, which is taking place this May. And the La Quinta Concert in the Park series continues tomorrow night, offering free live music for the community to enjoy. It's at Silver Rock Park, and it will be headlined by the band Chico, playing a mix of Latin oldies and R&B hits. It gets started at 7 p.m., and don't forget to bring your chairs and your blankets for the evening. We're back with Pablo's 7-day forecast right after this break, so stay with us.
I'm Pablo Alcina, and it's Friday, and yes, I'm in love when the temperatures go down, but boy, was it hot today. Walter Clark Cam live shot. You'll notice not much wind at all right now. You can't notice how hot it is from a live shot, so let me show you a graphic. Today, we were supposed to be between 95 and 99. That's exactly where we were at, nearly cracked 100. That ridge of high pressure is staying over us, which is why we're feeling so much heat. Look at this, 22 degrees hotter than normal, just 2 degrees shy of the record. Never reached 100 in Palm Springs in March. We might get there tomorrow. They're normally at 75 degrees, so yeah, I don't love 97 in February. High temperatures all the way around. We were the hottest in the Southwest because, you know, we're good looking and we're hot, literally. 97 degrees in Palm Springs, 95 in Yuma, 92 in Phoenix. But look at other areas. Mecca registered 105 degrees, La Quinta 97, Palm Desert 99, 98 in Thousand Palms. Again, not normal for February. It's It's going to get windy in Whitewater, especially on Monday, with winds between 30 and 39 miles an hour. Desert Hot Springs will also be a bit windy, between 20 and 29 miles an hour on Sunday, but pretty calm for Friday and Saturday. And again, it is going to be hot. If you're going to go outside hiking or exercising, just be careful because it is extremely hot. Even at 6 p.m., 85 degrees. At midnight, will still be 70 degrees. And we're 5 days away from the next full moon, so keep an eye out for the full moon. And our 7-day comfort air forecast, Saturday again, high of 98 expected, maybe even reaching 100 degrees. Never happened before March ever in Palm Springs. And the rest of the week, some good news for those tennis loving fans. As of Monday, temperatures back into the 80s, then the mid 80s to high 80s all those days. Following Friday, finally back into the low 80s. I'm Pablo Alsina at Pablo Alsina on Instagram. Send me a message. I always promise right back. And it's Friday, so you get the Pablo spin to close out the segment.
NBC Palm Springs Sports with Tim O'Brien, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Oh, welcome back. The saying, all things, good things, that is, must come to an end. That's the business of professional sports. As forward Ty Cartier claimed today off waivers by the New York Rangers. He will now move on and, of course, hopefully play this weekend for the Rangers, slide into maybe the top 6. We'll find out. But the 24-year-old has 3 goals and 5 assists this season. And the Firebirds back in action Saturday night for Cancer Awareness Night. The team will take the ice and honor those who have died or continued to battle the awful disease. Certainly a big game for the Firebirds, who welcome in the Bakersfield Condors. Those are the jerseys you'll see the team rocking. Puck drop at 6 with coverage beginning at 5:30 on Hockey Night Coachella Valley on My Firebirds TV. And the College of the Desert baseball team off to yet another hot start, currently sitting at 10-4 on the season and first place in the conference. That success of the team really thanks in huge part to the former COD athletes who are now serving as coaches to the program.
So I played here in 2023. It was a year after they won the conference. I got to play third base, shortstop. I wasn't a pitcher at the moment, but I ended up becoming a pitcher at the next level.
For assistant coach Ricardo Amavisca, the Roadrunner program is home. The Coachella Valley native went from Indio High School to playing at College of the Desert, and now back in the dugout, this time as a coach. He's not alone. Assistant coaches Brian Perry and Dalton Thomas also once suited up for the Roadrunners, part of the 2022-2023 Conference Championship team.
Honestly, I just want to give back to the community, give back to the players. I got to learn a lot about baseball throughout my career, and I just want to give back to the community and give back to the players and help them get to the next level.
Amavisca says COD is one of the top programs in the state, sending players to four-year schools every season. And with former players now leading the way, the Roadrunner culture continues to build from one generation to the next. With NBC Palm Springs, I'm Caitlin Kelly.
Well, the Roadrunners will make the 3-hour drive up to Ridgecrest tomorrow, looking to extend that record to 11-4 against Saracoso. To stay up to date on all the latest sports headlines, you can simply do that on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. That'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
Tim, thank you. Some entertainment news tonight. A show that created a lot of new hockey fans is returning. David Daniel has that and more in tonight's Hollywood Minute.
He's like a huge movie star.
Are there any gay hockey players?
None that have said it publicly.
The creator of Heated Rivalry says season 2 of the romantic hockey drama will arrive as soon as humanly possible. Jacob Tierney told Gayle King, "We're writing it now and getting ready to start shooting this summer," with an expected premiere in April 2027 on Canadian streamer Crave and HBO Max.
I was hired by Barnaby and Sally to complete the unfinished Christophers.
And what makes you think that you could do it?
I guess that's where the art of it comes in.
Oh, pooh.
Michaela Cole and Ian McKellen star in director Steven Soderbergh's The Christophers, about an art restorer and former forger assigned to complete 8 paintings by a legendary artist without his knowledge. This is the first trailer for the film, which opens in New York and LA April 10th and in wide release April 17th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Before we go, Pokemon celebrating its 30th anniversary. The global phenomenon began with 2 Game Boy titles released in Japan. Pocket Monsters Red and Green, and that was shortened to Pokemon, spawning what's now considered the world's highest grossing media franchise. The coveted characters appeared on a popular anime series, trading cards, and then years later on a mobile app called Pokemon Go, creating a whole new generation of fans. More than 75 billion Pokemon cards have now been produced over the years in a highly lucrative trade market. Earlier this month, a single card was sold for over $16 million. You know, I never really got into it, but a lot of people play.
Not a clue. I just learned right now Pokemon Pocket Monsters.
There you go.
Did not know that.
You learn something every day.
Ta-da.
We've got more news at 6 o'clock. We'll